It's always scared me looking at the back of shampoo bottles and seeing that long list of ingredients that I just can't pronounce. So I'm going to show you how to make your own simple homemade shampoo. So to start off with this shampoo, we're going to need 1/4 cup of coconut milk. You can make your own, which I'm going to show you how to do. I find it works better, or you can just use store-bought. So to make our own, we're using 1.5 to 2 cups of shredded coconut, 2 cups of hot water, not boiling water. That's going to make our coconut milk. The other ingredients we'll need is 1/3 cup of distilled water. We will need 1/3 cup of Castile soap, 1/4 teaspoon of vitamin E oil, and 1/4 teaspoon of sweet almond oil, only if you have dry hair. If you have naturally oily hair or just normal hair, I would skip this step. So I'm going to start off by putting my shredded coconut into my blender, and then I'm going to add 2 cups of warm water. Now that just needs to be blended for about 4 minutes until it is nice and thick and you can't see any large bits of our shredded coconut. Been blending for about 4 minutes and it is all done. I only need 1/4 cup of my coconut milk for my mixture. There are still little lumps in there, so you can either use a sieve or you can use some cheesecloth to make sure we get rid of all of the lumps and little bits of coconut that we have. So I'm going to start with my sieve, and if I feel there are still lots of lumps going through, then I'll restrain it again using my cheesecloth. So I'm just going to use my spoon here to squeeze out a little bit more of the coconut milk. All right, next we just simply need to add in all of our other ingredients into our bowl and give it a mix. So I'll pop in our distilled water. So using distilled water is important because it will increase the shelf life of the shampoo. And add in our Castile soap, which has our great natural cleansing properties. Okay, next our vitamin E oil, which is great for moisturising your hair, especially if you have dry hair. And lastly, our sweet almond oil. So remember, only add this if you have dry hair. Otherwise, it's going to make your hair a little bit too oily if your hair's naturally oily. That is all done. We're just going to pour that into our pump bottle. Now you can always add essential oils to this mixture if you like to, if you want a little bit of added scent to make your hair smell good. That is our simple homemade coconut shampoo with no nasties and only ingredients that we can actually pronounce. So remember, if you really want to go natural with your hair, this can take a few months for your hair to actually adjust the natural oils and sebum that it produces. So you have to be really patient with this one. I'd love to hear from you if you try this and what you think about it. You can let us know on our Facebook page at The Table TV Show.